Hey guys, how's it going? This is Hunter from the KryptoKola channel. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about using the Canon EOS Rebel T7 with the cam link from Elgato. And I've been searching the internet because it wasn't just plug and play. You had to deal with these boxes around the camera, these white boxes. So if you were in manual focus mode, it would provide a static white box in the center of the screen, and I'll show you what that looks like right now. And if you were to take that off, then you have this awful face tracking, four-cornered box that would appear on your face, and I will show you what that looks like right now. So if you're wanting to 100% use the Camlink Pro, Camlink 4K, which I have right here, really the only way that I have found that this kind of works is to turn your camera upside down. Yeah, I know it sounds ridiculous, but if you turn your camera upside down, the camera has a much harder time recognizing your face. Now, I did say harder time. I did find when I was testing this, it would still pick up my face every now and then. I did notice though, if you offset your camera, it's not as direct on your face, and it's upside down. You get the best results with that, and it will allow you to use the cam link. Unfortunately, there's no settings that I was able to find, or when I was looking through the internet, because there was absolutely nothing on this topic that was, I should say, helpful or concise and to the point as to whether or not you can do it. There was nothing that I found that allows you to disable those features without also turning on something else that's annoying. So that's pretty much all we have in terms of using the cam link. Actually, right now I am using the Canon Rebel T7 as my webcam. It's not as good as the cam link, but it is through their EOS Webcam Utility Pro software. And I'll transfer over really quick to what that looks like. So if we go over here to your desktop, you can download this software, and you'll see this is what it looks like right here. That is me. And we can go over here. You can look at scenes. You can adjust some things if you want, picture contrast, saturation. This is all default because a lot of that I can do in OBS as well, which is what I'm using to film. But once you connect your camera into this, then you can pretty much import this utility into OBS. You can see there's a little bit of latency. Now the software here does kind of a poor job depicting like its live view. It does come through a little bit smoother in OBS, but it's still not perfect. And to put it side by side with something, I'll show you. I also have the Elgato Face Cam, which is a 1080p 60 frames per second webcam, and as you can see, it's really smooth. There's no lag, there's nothing there disrupting that. Of course, we all want to use the DSLR look and everything, and you can achieve better video quality with it. Problem is just the frame rate and the little bit of latency that you get with the webcam utility as what makes it undesirable. Also, Canon charges you $4.99 a month for the utility, or you can pay annually for that as well. I believe you get a small discount. Now, they do give you a 30-day trial, which is what I'm using right now to record this video. If you guys could go and try it out for 30 days for free, and you could see, if it would be worth the money. Now, I will say, in terms of what they advertise, what kind of results you can get 1080p up to 60 frames per second. You have two ways of pairing your camera with the software. You can do it wirelessly, or you can do it through a USB. So if you open up the side of your camera, you'll have 3 ports on the T7 at least. You'll have a USB port, an HDMI out, and an audio input jack. So if you use what I believe is a mini USB to USB-A cable back to your computer, just by plugging that in and loading up the software, it pretty much out of the box will just work. You'll see your camera pop up, and then you can go over to your streaming software, which it does support multiple streaming softwares, not just OBS, and you can import your camera that way. I also believe that doing this actually provides a little less latency than your wireless options, which the software is pretty good at laying out how you can configure that. So overall, yes, you can use the cam link. You do kind of have to get creative, turning your camera upside down, offsetting your angles, and it's just undesirable at that point. No one wants to go through that much work. But for the time being, there's no other way that I can see fit or that I have found that actually works. Now, that is all I have for this episode. Hopefully this was a little bit helpful. Hopefully gave you some more clear and concise information. As I said, I was having a hard time myself trying to find some information. But at the end of the day, you can use this. You just have to get a little creative. And if you don't want to go through all that trouble, Canon does provide their webcam utility software. Though it does have a tiny bit of latency and a tiny bit of, the frame rate's not quite there. It's still a great alternative. Now, it does come in at $5 a month, which, some people may or may not be willing to pay. But for right now, those are the two options that we do have. And in the long term, if you're looking to record on a camera, whether DSLR or mirrorless, I do recommend, saving up some money, possibly getting another one. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be switching to a mirrorless camera in the future, but for the time being, for what we have, these are some great options for you. So thank you for joining today's episode. I hope this was helpful and informational. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content like this. I'm glad you guys checked out this video, and I will see you in the next one. We'll be right back.